Okay, right now my name's Tom Reed, and I've seen this gentleman before. I'm down around Southwest Detroit, down in Delray, and I asked him if he'll be okay to interview him, and he said it would be. What's your name, sir?
My name is Raymond Dwight Key. I'm a drug enforcement agent at this present time and point right now. I was born in 1953. I was born at Mount Carmel Hospital, which is in Detroit. I stayed in Ferndale, which was in Ferndale, Michigan, located off 8 Mile between 8 Mile and Norfolk. My mother was Mabel Estelle Carpenter Key, CIA. Now, the point I'm trying to get to, she helped write some song for Mr. Stevie Wonder, which is kin to Sylvia Morey, which she passed along the song to Sylvia Morey and coined. Sylvia Morey transferred them over into lyrics. Lyrics were transferred over to Stevie Wonder, and music and lyrics, then he produced them.
Do you remember the name of the songs?
She didn't tell me what particular song she had wrote.
Okay.
She didn't give me any indications. She didn't let me know about any monies. We were connected with Motown from the early 30s.
Uh-huh. All right. Now, you grew up where?
I grew up on all over the place.
Okay. And what
I stayed in the west side on 30 between Milford and Cobb, and the street where Sylvia Morey and Stevie Wonder were married. I stayed at 24th from McGraw. I stayed at 4735 East Nevada. I stayed at Binder. I stayed at 23 Ferry Park, where Sylvester Murray's cousin stayed at Young Boys Incorporated, Leonard Silas. I stayed around the corner from Bush Jones, was out to go over his people's house, Young Boys Incorporated. I had an accident with Aaron Atkins' brother. I didn't want to have a mortal battle for life, so when he stabbed me, I didn't retaliate, and Young Boys Incorporated, they said, hey, stop that. Hey, don't do it no more to him. Get on that bus. I pulled out my money. I was going to put my money into the change box. The bus driver said, I'll kill you myself. He said, you put any money in that box, you see all that blood running down that box in your hand. You've been stabbed in the hand, young man. I'm supposed to report you. He said, where do you want to go? I said, to the boulevard. And because I was at Grand River in the Dumbarton area. And he said, I should take you to the police station, but I'm not. I'm gonna give you a chance, more than what they gave me before I was your age. And he let me go. He let me go at the Boulevard and Grand River.
All right.
And I made it to get some medical attention.
Okay. Hey, what did you do for a living?
I worked at Crisis, I worked at Ford Rouge. I have a Robin Masters out in Bloomfield Hills, Mr. Gray. That's his real name.
You have a what?
A Robin Masters, like on Magnum PI.
Yeah. Oh.
And I'm Magnum because I work for a security investigation and protection agency.
Good. Any kids?
Yes, I do. I have quite a few. I'd rather not talk about them.
Okay. How about ex-wives?
No wives.
Okay. Any drug problems?
Yes.
Which ones? Which drugs?
All of them.
Okay. How about alcohol?
No.
If you could, what do you think of the state of Detroit right now?
The state of Detroit is in a real dilemma. My mother worked for Mayor Gribbs, Mayor Romney, Mayor Calvin, Mr. Coleman and Young, Mayor Archer.
What do you think of race relations in Detroit? Is there anything to that?
Race relations are real good here. Between blacks and white.
Yeah.
I have to shake your hand.
Good to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
I don't think it's a problem.
No. We have no problem with the Germans, the Russians.
Good.
I know some German Jews. I know some Russians.
Do you remember?
Like at
Well,
Andy's Pharmacy, 871-3285, and that's Andy's Pharmacy, located right down the street from Motown, not too far from Henry Ford. Plug in Andy's. Corner of 12th in the Boulevard. There. Center.
hang on one
at-
sec. Hold on one sec.
Uh-huh.
What the hell is? What's wrong with this? I've never had this happen before. Hang on. Let me switch this battery.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry about that.
Mhm.
Had to switch batteries.
Yes.
So
They took me apart in the hospital. They trained me. I was a crazy man. I learned quick.
ever been arrested?
Yes. Lots of times.
So you have a criminal record.
No. Not one.
Would you beat them all?
I had to beat nothing. I come away from none of them. I was charged and trumped up charges. 2
Gotcha.
counts on armed robbery, 2 counts of kidnapping. Late Miss Geraldine Blood, so forth. I'm still here.
All right.
See, I'm here. I was tried twice for that case. Larceny by trick at 36 District Court. Same complaint, same police.
Oh, okay.
Then my father, God, Chief Judge Robeson, the chief magistrate of all the magistrates at Murphy Hall of Justice at this particular time, under 50 grams, intent to deliver, sales and possession of a controlled substance called cocaine, second in Peterborough, ATF, Army, and Detroit Police. I defeated them. I slayed them like David slew Goliath.
Wow.
Yes, I did, sir.
What are your hobbies?
I sing, I write, I rain, I play French cornet, I play French, that is French horn. Cornet, I play chords on the piano and organ.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Wayne County Community College. I have 2 years. I went for the state police.
Wow.
That's where I started at. Then they put me in a car. They sent me to college. I stayed at the front of 1920 West Grand Boulevard as a young adult. I was linked on the Mod Squad.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
And what do you, how do you see the future of Detroit? What do you think's going to happen?
A very prosperous, blooming. I'm waiting for the harvest.
Okay. And what do you think of Bill Cosby?
I was waiting to say that. I don't know.
That got you upset?
Not upset. There's too many things to talk about Bill.
Oh, okay.
He's a controversial subject.
Okay, I don't want to make you upset. What's on your mind you'd like to talk about?
The space age.
Okay. What about it?
I like to see us, as they say, fifth dimension, up and away. Have a great day.